YouTube, what's good? It's Matty B. Thank you guys very much for watching the channel. I appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be able to do what I do without you. I feel like it's got to be getting old watching me struggle, and to be honest with you guys, it's kind of getting old doing all this struggling, but damn it, we're not giving up. And this week, we've got GoPro footage from Budds Creek. It was a bit muddy in the morning, as you guys will see here in a minute. I actually stayed at the track this past weekend, and I was completely unaware of the monstrous thunderstorm that must have rolled in to flood the track. But hey, it was the same for everybody. It was nice and deep and wet in the morning. I knew we were going to have our work cut out for us on the two smoke with the lack of horsepower, but as you guys know, it's in the contract. I raced the 250 in the 450 class, so it's always going to be tough. But it was nice and deep in the morning, but I was very thankful to have a new fat head from Luke at Fathead Racing. He got me a new head in very short notice, and I didn't even have a mod cylinder on it or anything, and I could tell the gains big time. So huge thank you to Fathead Racing, and also thanks to Superfan. I'm sure you guys heard him at the very beginning of the video just yelling and screaming, trying to jazz me up. He's always hyping me up and just making me feel good, so I gotta thank him for trying to keep me going in these tough times. I've really been struggling these last 5 rounds, and I'm starting to think at this point it's pretty mental as well. I feel like my confidence is shot and just haven't been feeling good at all physically and not mentally, and haven't been feeling comfortable on the bike at all. But that's nobody's fault but my own. I haven't been practicing or riding just because I've been so worn down from all the travel and just everything that's been going on. And it's on me for deciding to take on the season like this. This was all my idea. I had really high hopes for it, and unfortunately it just hasn't worked out like I thought. I feel like I've bitten off a little more than I can chew, but we're still trying. We're still digging to the end of the season, and we're not giving up. We're not quitters around here. And just because I'm saying it's tough doesn't mean I haven't enjoyed it. I'll be forever thankful for this summer and the memories I've created. It just hadn't been going our way, but hey, if it was easy, everybody would do it. All right, enough of me boring you guys with my voice. Let's go for 2 heaters back to back. 2 in a row. First time this season. No choice. Wow, I'm not sure what the hell got into me, but 2 laps in a row, back-to-back at Budds Creek. We gave her all we had, but we didn't really maximize our laps. The track was pretty deep and muddy, and if you stuffed it in the berms, it really bogged you down. And again, like I said, we're a little down on power anyway, so that's kind of on me for burying it in the corners. You could tell I was losing a lot of momentum coming out just because I was burying it in the deep stuff pretty bad. And then on the first lap, I had a couple of different people get in the way. It was kind of a bummer because the first one, he literally jumped the triple, went all the way off the track, almost to the fence, and then jumped back on right in front of me and completely blocked me. And I was yelling, screaming, and the dude still wouldn't move out of the way. And it just bums me out because I feel like I really try to be respectful and not try to do things like that. But at the end of the day, I do have 15 minutes, so it's on me if I don't get a lap in those 15 minutes. And then the second lap, it wasn't too bad, but I had a guy down in the corner before the big gulp triple, so I wasn't able to jump that. But even the lap before, I jumped it pretty much, I thought, perfect and barely made the thing. So that jump was just barely in the contract for us. But neither of those laps were all that great on time. We had some more work that we needed to do, and we were trying to unleash the send a little bit more here on these next couple. And there you guys have it, 2 prime examples of how not to execute fast laps. Honestly, watching this back, it makes me feel a little bit better than I have been feeling because I've just been feeling like I've been riding like such dog shit. But watching it back, I really feel like I'm having some good moments. I'm just really not putting all the pieces together. That third lap attempt, I felt like it was going pretty good, and I just stuffed it in the bottom of that off camber and lost the front end. And then that last lap, I started it right behind Jose Butron, which I figured would be good because he's a decent bit faster than me. And I actually had reeled him in just a hair, and then he stuffed it pretty hard into a berm, and I followed him right into it like an idiot and just lost the front end. And that was it for that lap also. I almost went down. And yeah, unfortunately, my best lap of that session was that very first lap, that high 210. And the lap that I was following Butron on, he ended up running a 207. So I had a lot more potential for a better lap. But unfortunately, stop me if you've heard this before, but I just didn't make it happen. We did not have a good result in practice one. We were sitting about P40 in the A group, and we were about a second and a half or so off of what we needed to qualify. And that's been kind of feeling like Groundhog Day these last 4 or 5 rounds. I've been just a little bit off every time. So I decided to revise my strategy a little bit for this practice. Instead of trying to go for multiple laps, I decided I was just going to absolutely throw caution to the wind and just try to go for one gnarly fast lap as fast as I could possibly go. Just because, I've been just a little bit off these last few rounds in a row, and I really feel like I had to do something special to make it happen to get in the show. And if I'm not top 36, I didn't really care where I qualified. So we were just going to send it as hard as we possibly could and just hope that it stuck for an entire lap. Good job last weekend, my man. I'm trying. You gonna do a heater at the beginning or no? Alright, I'm gonna follow you. I need help. Maybe I should have kept trying through this one, but I ended up aborting this lap. I probably should have known better than to try to go for it right off the rip, just because the finish line is right away off the start at Budds Creek. So a lot of these guys are still trying to check out the track, and usually that's what I would do, but I had a bad first practice, so I was really trying to come out hot and get after it, and I thought Rod Bell was going to go for a heater right away too, and he must have changed his mind whenever he saw everybody else rolling around. So this lap didn't quite work out, and unfortunately, I think that kind of spun me out just a little bit mentally, and I think I really started trying too hard. So I'm going to leave some of the talking out until the end of this practice, but I'll give you guys some of the highlights of these next few attempts. Just super sloppy and full send, but I just wasn't putting it together at all, and it showed. Well, I completely tried my ass off and just could not make it happen. I was sending it harder than I probably sent it all season and just kept making mistakes every single lap. And by the end of the practice, I was so pumped up. I would make just a little minor mistake and I would just abort the lap because I was already smoked. I was trying too hard. I know I was holding on way too tight and not breathing right, and that's all it really takes to get spun out there. So now that leads us back to where we are in the LCQ. Unfortunately, at this point, it kind of feels like where we belong, but I do at least have some hope. In that last practice, we were 20th fastest in the first segment from the finish line through like the first quarter of the track. So you can work with speed, so they say, but I have really got to start executing better.
Before it started. I thought I was gonna sneak around there okay, but no.
And that's a wrap, Budds Creek 2023. At least I've been easy on my bike and my mechanics, done by noon every time. But it's been a huge bummer to have this kind of embarrassing at this point DNQ streak, 5 in a row. I haven't made the motos since Red Bud. Haven't been feeling comfortable and just haven't been putting it together. Haven't been executing, and I really don't feel like that's on anybody but yours truly. I just didn't get out of the gate good enough on that start. Got kind of closed down and got together with a couple people, and that was about all she wrote. And I spared myself the embarrassment, but I ended up hitting hitting neutral in a corner and going down again. And there's just all kinds of carnage out there in that LCQ. So I tried to ride it out and just have as much fun as I could. But the dream was over. The day was done. And yeah, it's really getting old going to all these races and not qualifying. I've really been disappointed in how I've been riding my performance. But I do really appreciate all the fan love. I probably would have quit without all you guys and your support. You guys can even hear as I'm coming off the track, people are just loving on me, even though I just got like last in the LCQ. So I'm very thankful for all the fans and everybody's support, everybody that helps me do this. We're not done yet. We got one more weekend to prove ourselves and try to come out swinging, and I'll be damned if we're not going to give it our all. I really appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you guys at Ironman. No choice.
Oh no, we suck again. Out of all those people on the inside, only one guy was in front of me. And me and the other two guys that were on the inside were the ones that fell. One guy got out of it. That's it.